Hi everyone, I am teacher Gino Arong and I am a mathematics teacher. So I thought of recording these videos in order to help those students who are taking the modular modality. Kaya medyo challenging din sa ilang part. Imagine they're just given, especially for those printed modules, no? Imagine they're just given modules and they have to learn things on their own. So lisod yun siya. Although there are parents who can give assistance to their children, but there are also parents who are not capable of doing so. And the same is true for the siblings na mga isuon na makatabang na sa mga isuon na dili saglit sila katabang. So that's why I recorded these videos para atong mga estudyante nga sila ra gid in town ba. And I hope this will be of great help to you. Pero pasensya na lang jud kaayo tanan sa video nga, especially sa editing kay medyo bago-bago pasad ko ba. And I hope nga anyway, what's so important is the learnings that you get from these videos. Enjoy and God bless.
Good morning, students. So, for today's lesson, atong hisgutan is about arithmetic sequence. First, we will recall the definition of arithmetic sequence in which you have learned in week 1, module 1. And then, you will learn also how to find the nth term of an arithmetic sequence sa kani siya nga lesson. And then finally, you will learn how to solve problems involving arithmetic sequences. Now let's go to our PPT. Okay. So again, our topic is about finding the nth term of an arithmetic sequence. Now, first, we will recall what is the definition of arithmetic sequence. Now, what is an arithmetic sequence? An arithmetic sequence is a sequence where every term after the first is obtained by adding a constant called the common difference. So to understand better, let's see some examples of arithmetic sequence. So here are some of the examples of arithmetic sequence. You see, tanawan mo ang first term, ang consecutive terms aning arithmetic sequence, there is what we call the common difference. Nimong tan-awon ang kanang mga gasunod niya nga terms na aginay certain gap na parehar gid nila. So also in your first module in week 1, you have learned how to find the common difference, diba? What you have to do is to pick or to choose any two consecutive terms sa arithmetic sequence and then subtract them, and then that will be your common difference. For example, in number 1, to find the common difference, let's say we will use a sub 2 minus a sub 1. That would be 7 minus 4. And 7 minus 4 is equal to 3. Therefore, the common difference for the first example, for this certain sequence is equal to 3. In fact, kung imo nang tan-aw ang ilahang gap gid ana sa 4 to 7, 3, 7 to 3, 7 to 10 kay 3 gyapon, 10 to 13, 3 gyapon. So that's their common difference. And let's go to example number 2. For example number 2, if we're going to find its common difference, we simply subtract a sub 2 and a sub 1. So, kung mag-subtract ka, kung mangita ka sa common difference, make sure nga ang gasunod nga term mao'y minusan sa gauna nga term. Okay? So, again, any two consecutive terms. So, you can choose second and third term, third and fourth term. Basta gasunod sila. So, in this case, our a sub 2 is equal to 0 minus our a sub 1, which is equal to 3. So, ang atong common difference for number 2 would be negative 3. Okay. Ato nang na-recall kung unsang arithmetic sequence and also how to find the common difference of an arithmetic sequence. How do we find the nth term of an arithmetic sequence, di ay? So to find the nth term of an arithmetic sequence, we will use this formula. A sub n equals a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times d. So if you want to know how we were able to come up with this formula or generate this formula, I'll make another video for this one, no? unsaon na siya pagkuha or giunsa na siya pagkuha nga formula. So in this formula, our a sub n is what we call the last term or the nth term. So pag moingon kag a sub n, it could be any term of the sequence. So for example, ang 7th term, so ang a sub n mo na becomes a sub 7, or 10th term, so your a sub n becomes a sub 10. Now your a sub 1 in this formula is the first term, and n is the number of terms, and d is the common difference. Okay, now let's go to our virtual board for example. Ato na ning i-apply ang atong formula na to. Okay. For example, for number 1 and number 2, we're going to write the nth term of the given arithmetic sequence. Number 1, we have 20, 27, 34, 41, 48, and so on. I'll show you two ways to solve this one. No? I'll show you how to solve this one using the formula for finding the nth term of an arithmetic sequence, o ang tinamban nga style, which is masayon siya. Anyway, let's start with number 1. Okay, here are our solutions. Okay, so take note nga ang atong gipangita diri isang nth term ani nila nga mga sequences. Wala siya gi-specify kung ikapila nga term, it's 6th term ba or 7th term ba or 10th term ba. So actually what we're looking for in here is the formula for this certain sequence, no? Formula for that certain sequence. So to find the nth term of this certain sequence, first we have to identify the given. Unsay mga given ani nga sequence? Una, for sure we have our a sub 1 in there. And our a sub 1, that is our first term, diba? And that is 20. What about the common difference? Well, the common difference is, again, you're going to pick any two consecutive terms. So in this case, we're going to choose 27 and 20. So we subtract 27 minus 20, and that is equal to 7. Therefore, our common difference here is 7. Now that we have the first term and the common difference, we can now solve for the nth term of this particular sequence in number 1. So to find the nth term of this, we're gonna use the formula a sub n. Katong formula na to kaganiha, a sub n equals a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times the common difference d. So this is still a sub n, and that is equal to, what is our a sub 1? A sub 1 is equal to 20 plus our n here is unknown. Okay, wala man gi-identify no kung say value sa imong n, kaya wa man siya niingon good kung ikapila nga term ay mong gipangita. So and just copy n in there, minus 1, that is equal to d, which is your common difference nga atong gisolve, which is equal to 7. From here, this is simply copy 20 plus, and then we're going to distribute 7 to n minus 1. So first we multiply 7 and n, and that is 7n. And then we multiply 7 and negative 1, and that is negative 7. From here, so we can say into butang a sub n is equal to, we are going to combine similar terms. Sana similar terms? These are terms with the same literal coefficient, meaning pareha sila og variable and exponent. So in this case, 7n, wala tay similar, copy ra na. 7n, and then we combine 20 and negative 7, and that is positive 13. Therefore, the a sub n for this certain sequence is 7n plus 13. Now let's go to number 2. So for number 2, again, we identify the given. And sa may given, ano niya? First, we have the a sub 1, or ang first term. So first term na to diha, that is equal to 13. And then we find the common difference. Again, to find the common difference, you just have to pick any two consecutive terms. So let's say we pick third and second. So we say a sub 3 minus a sub 2, and that is equal to, our a sub 3 is 1 and our a sub 2 is 7, and that's equal to negative 6. Again, ayaw mo kalibog ha, basig may bulong mo nga naman ang a sub 3 o a sub 2 man ang gi-subtract diha, well ganiha kay a sub 2 minus a sub 1 man na. Well, again, to find the common difference, pwede ra gyud kag magpili og bisan ikapila nga term basta sunod silang duha. Same ra gid na og mogawas kay again, this is an arithmetic sequence, no? So in this case, our common difference is equal to negative 6. So now that we have our first term and the common difference, which is equal to negative 6, then we can now solve for the nth term. We say a sub n equals a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times d. So from here, we substitute the value of a sub 1, which is equal to 13, plus quantity. What is the value of our n? Again, wala tay n ani, no? Okay, wala gi-specify ang value ni n. So we copy n minus 1 times our common difference katong gikuha nato ganiha, which is negative 6. Now from here, we simply copy 13, and then we distribute negative 6 to n minus 1. So first, we multiply negative 6 times n. That is negative 6. Okay? So this is supposed to be negative 6n. And then what is negative 6 times negative 1? That is positive 6. So from here, we're gonna combine similar terms. So 13 og 6, pwede na to siya makombine kay parehara man sila nga number. So we add 13 and 6, and that is 19. And then we copy minus 6 in or 6n or negative 6n. Therefore, our a sub n is equal to 19 minus 6n. Now, paganihan ingon ko ninyo nga naani say shortcut no na ay kanang tinamban nga pamaagi ani niya nga mas dali bitaw nga dili ka moagi og kini siya nga formula. Now, kini siya nga tinamban sa class, students, this will only work if you are working on arithmetic sequences. So, for example na sa number 1, unsaon man din na nimo day. So, if you're going to find the nth term of that or a sub n, all you have to do is pangitaon sa nimo yung common difference. So, pilay common difference ani niya? Mabiya to katong 7, di ba? 7, we copy 7. Then after that, itapad na nimo si n. Okay? Again, tinamba ni siya nga pamagi, so kanang atong term sa diri nga magamit kay murag dili kayo siya kuan sa math ba. So 7, again 7 is your common difference, dayon gitaparan na nimo siya ni n, then always gina siya una pangitaon si common difference, dayon itapad si n, and then mutan-aw ka sa first term. Our first term for number 1 is 20. So unsa may akong i-add ni 7 aron makuha na ko si 20. Again, unsa nga number nga akong i-add sa 7 nga ang answer is 20? Of course, it is 13. Thus, our a sub 1 is equal to 7n plus 13. I hope nasabtan to siya kato, masayon gito siya nga pamaagi. Pero again, this will only work if you're working on arithmetic sequences. What about number 2? Tanawon ko na itong same basag answer. So our a sub n is equal to, again, una nga buhaton, pangitaon ang common difference. Unsay common difference sa atong second nga arithmetic sequence? It is negative 6. So negative 6, dayon tapara ni n. And then after that, pangitaon nimo ang number, unsa nga number nga akong i-add ni negative 6. Again, unsa nga number nga i-add nako ni negative 6, ang answer kay positive 13. Again, unsa nga number nga atong i-add ni negative 6 nga ang answer kay positive 13. Of course, that number should be a positive number, no? Kay adan ko nimo siya ni ang resulta niya kay positive. Adan nimo si negative 6 na resulta kay positive. So what is that number? Okay, that number is positive 19. So our a sub n for number 2 is negative 6n plus 19. O, basta mga question mo, uy, dili lagi sila parehas lagi sir, kay 19 minus 6n lagi na. Yang kani kay negative 6n plus 19. Actually, parehas sila. Now, kung imong tan-awon diri, your 19 here is positive and your 6n here is negative. So, same ra na silang duha. Okay? I hope nga nasabtan to siya. Now, let's solve another problem. Problem number 3. For number 3, we're going to determine the nth term of the arithmetic sequence where a sub 1 is equal to negative 7, d is equal to 3, and n is equal to 10. Now, tanawa ha, basin maglibog mo, so ang paagyan ni pag-solve ani is pangitaon ra gyapon to siyang iyang formula gyapon. No, not for this example. Ano man, although niingon siyang one egg specified diri nth term, but imo makita diri nga gihatag ang value sa n, which is equal to 10. Therefore, this problem number 3 is just equivalent to the problem which is finding the 10th term of this arithmetic sequence. Parihara kag nangita og 10th term ani nga sequence. Nganong ging-ani man nimo sir, nganong wala naman lang ka moingon nga find the 10th term of the arithmetic sequence where a sub 1 equals blah 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 and d is equal blah blah blah. Wala na ako ging-ana kay ako ni siyang gi mayong sa inyo nga module kay para makuha gid ninyo siya ba nya ma-follow ra gid bitaw ninyo bitaw. Again, although niingon siya nth term diri wala gi-specify, but ang n mo diri kay given, therefore ang atong gipangita diri is a sub 10. So again, the first thing that we have to do is to identify the given. What is our a sub 1? Our a sub 1 is negative 7. Our common difference, di na kailangan solve, kaya na naman 3. Kung sige, our n is equal to 10. And then again, ang atong gipangita is your a sub 10. Okay. So, na naman tanang information, now we go to the formula, which is a sub n equals a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times d. Kinahanglan sa guhon gini nga formula, no? Sige rin balik-balik. So our a sub n, ang term nga atong gipangita is the 10th term or a sub 10. Ang atong a sub 1 is negative 7 plus our n is equal to 10 minus 1 times ang atong common difference is 3. From here, we simply copy negative 7 plus what is 10 minus 1? 10 minus 1 is 9. Times 3. And then we copy negative 7. Dili pa ka pwede maka-add. Kaya na pa siya multiplication by rule of PEMDAS, no? Plus 9 times 3 is 27. Now, what is negative 7 plus 27? That is 20. Therefore, the 10th term of this certain arithmetic sequence is 20. Okay. Kung nasabtan na, proceed na ta sa sunod na example. For problem number 4, we are going to find the 17th term of the arithmetic sequence whose first term is 13 and whose sixth term is 53. So first, again, atong i-identify ang mga given. Ang atong a sub 1 na ara, di ba? Which is equal to 13. Unsa pa may naa diri? Sixth term. Sixth. So a sub 6 is equal to 53. Okay. Unsay atong gipangita ani? Ang atong gipangita is the 17th term. A sub 17 ang unknown na to ani. Okay. Now if we proceed to the formula, we say a sub n equals a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times the common difference. Okay. Now in the formula, naa dapat si common difference, di ba? Pero in our problem, wala siya gihatag. Okay raon ta to siya kung pananglitan ang gihatag kay ang kadtog yung kompleto gid nga sequence sa numbers ba. Pero wala man. So, how do we find the common difference? Una di ay pangitaon sa nato si common difference ani nga problem. Okay. The first thing that we have to do is to find the common difference, and we are going to use the information a sub 1 equals 13 and a sub 6 is equal to 53. Saan din na nato day? Unsa na nato sir nga kung pangitaon si D unya wala man sad si N. Okay. Nawa ayaw sa paghuna-huna ni a sub 17. Unya na si a sub 17 nato huna-hunaon no. Ang ato sang huna-hunaon karon is pangitaon sa nato si D. Therefore, we're gonna use these two. Ato ning gamiton silang duha nga information a sub 1 and a sub 6. So kung ang atong a sub 1 is 13, ang atong a sub 6 is equal to 53, ang atong n nga gamiton ani niya kay 6 kay ang mahug og last term na to ani kay si 6 man. Again, ato rang gigamit ang information a sub 1 to a sub 6. Di sa ta mo tan-aw ni a sub 17. The purpose for this is to find the common difference. So, this is a sub 6, no? A sub 6 kang atong a sub n. Kay n na to kay 6 man. That is equal to our a sub 1 which is 13 plus our n is equal to 6 minus 1 times the common difference d which is the unknown man atong gipangita. Now, naman tayo a sub 6, di ba? Our a sub 6 is equal to 53. So, ato na i-substitute. So, 53 is equal to 13 plus 6 minus 1 is equal to 5 times the common difference d. Then after that, we copy 53 that's equal to 13 plus 5 times d is equal to 5d. Okay. So from here, what we're going to do is we want to get rid of this 13 here, no? Kaya atong pangitawon na ni si D man ang value man sa D, so dapat mawagtang ni diri si 13. So ang atong naandan ani kay atong i-transpose, di ba? Atong i-transpose niya mausab ang iyang sign, di ba? Pero actually what we are using in there is the subtraction property of equality. Na siya unsa di pasabot na 13 plus 5D. Di ba gusto man ta nga mawagtang si positive 13? Para mawagtang na siya diha, minusan ta ni 13 dire. Ngano man, kung minusan na tog 13 diha, ma-zero man na. Di ba ang maibilin si 5D na lang. And of course, whatever you do to the right side of the equation, you should also do the same on the left side of the equation. So, kung ga-subtract ka dig 13, mag-subtract sad kag 13 ri dapita. Ngano? In order to preserve the equality, no? Ang pagka-equal nilang duha ma-preserve ba ng kung unsa gi-add nimo diha ni mao ra ka gi-add to the pita, so equal ra gyapon na sila, no? So ma-zero na. Again, this is called the subtraction property of equality. Mautong inyong naandan nga moingon mo nga 13 plus 5d there the pita niya si d atong gipangita, so i-transpose diha si 13 mahimog negative 13. Actually, it came from the subtraction property of equality. Anyway, kaya na siya, no? So, 53 minus 13 is equal to 40. That's equal to 5D. Now, we're looking for 5D. So, pwede na nato siya ibali, no? Na 5D equals 40. Ano pwede man na? We call that the symmetric property of equality. Pwede na. Basta pananglitan silang duha gid ang interchange nimo. So we divide both sides by 5d so that 5 cancels. 5 cancels, and what remains is d. And we divide also 5 here again to preserve the equality. So whatever you divide on the left side of the equation, you do the same to the right side. So 40 divided by 5, that is equal to 8. So our common difference is 8. Now, nga nakuha na nato ang atong common difference, pwede na natong makuha si a sub 17. Take note, kay a sub 17 man ang atong gipangita diri, this time we will use n equals 17. Kay 17th term naman atong gipangita. Diya kaganiha, a sub 6 man atong gigamit, so our n is 6. So again, we're gonna use the formula a sub n equals a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times d. This is now a sub 17 is equal to our a sub 1 which is equal to 13 plus quantity 17 minus 1 times ang common difference nakuha na nato babuhay lang, which is equal to 8. So from here we say 13 plus 17 minus 1, that is equal to 16. It's 8. And dili pa ka pwede makaadi ha, so we simply copy 13 and then we multiply 8 and 16, so that would be for diha 8 times 1 8, and that would be 128. Therefore our a sub 17 is equal to 141. Okay, so sa ato pa di ay ang 17th term ani niya sequence is this one, which is 141. I hope nasabta na siya, no? And now let's go to our last example. Last na lang yun. Okay, but the last example, the problem is how many terms are there in an arithmetic sequence with a common difference of 2 and with first and last terms 1 and 57 respectively. Again, first we identify the given. Pila ang atong a sub 1 or naa ba ang atong a sub 1 diha? Natin na dapitaw. First and last terms 1 and 57 respectively, meaning to say ang first term na to ni kay 1, ang last term na to ni kay 57. So a sub 1 is equal to 1. Nasa na nga tong common difference, no? Or common difference is equal to 2. Our last term is 57. So wala man ta kay ba kung ikapila na siya nga term, kay mao man atong gipangita gyud. How many terms, no? Ang atong gipangita ani niya kay si n, no? Okay, how many terms man? So ang kana si 57, that is a sub n. Okay, pamta kay bawag pila ni sila kabog terms. Nya mao man ni siya ang last term nimo. So again, we are looking for our n here. And then we're gonna use again the formula a sub n equals a sub 1 plus quantity n minus 1 times the common difference d. Now, a sub n is known, di ba? Which is equal to 57. So we simply substitute the value of a sub n, which is equal to 57, and that would be equal to our a sub 1, which is 1, plus quantity, si n ato man gipangita, so kapira, minus 1 times the common difference, which is 2. From here, we simply copy 57, that's equal to 1, plus, ato ning i-distribute diha, si 2, so 2 times n, that is 2n, 2 times negative 1, that is equal to negative 2, and then, we combine similar terms, so ang atong makombine diri, si 1 ra ug si negative 2, si n, kaya naman siya variable, so di siya pwede makombine nila diha. We simply copy 2n, 1 plus negative 2, again 1 plus negative 2 is negative 1. After that, so pwede na tagmoingan nato, no, katubitang actually pwede na to siya, ang atong bottom gidiri dapita is we use the addition property of the equality. Pero nato na to katubitang pina-shortcut bitaw nato bitaw magsaba ha. So this is now 57. Ya gitransfer man nato siya sa other side of the equation, so mausab yang sign, from negative it becomes positive. Pero kung panalitan positive na diha nya imong gibalhin sa pikas, it becomes negative. In this case, negative man siya, pagbalhin sa pikas it becomes positive. That's equal to 2n. What is 57 plus 1? Of course, that's equal to 58. It's equal to 2n. And then from here, we will divide both sides by 2. That is divided by 2. So, ay mo ka-confuse diri dapita nga ano mo ibalhin magina ni Sir dapita ini. I prefer manggod nga ang variable nasa left side ba. I prefer to solve it that way. Nya pwede ra man na nimo siya i-interchange gid si 2n ibutang sa left side, si 58 kay ibutang sa right side. Wala mausab nga sign ana. Kanang they're just equal, parihara na siya by symmetric property of equality. Okay? 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1, so mahimo na siya n. n is equal to, what is 58 divided by 2? 58 divided by 2, that should be equal to 29. Thus, or therefore, sa ato pa di ay, in this particular sequence, there are 29 terms in it. And your 57, this 57 is actually the 29th term of the sequence. Okay? Karon, that was the end of our lesson, no? So, thank you for listening, class. I hope nga namoy nakatunan ato niya. If you liked it, then click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Till next time, class. Bye.